What you're seeing here is an Israeli warship going to intercept a boat that is coming from Hamas with an attempt to land on Israeli soil and offload more terrorists, pretty much. So since yesterday, October 6th, there has been a massive attack and Israel is now at war. We've been hearing numbers like over 2,000 to 5,000 rockets were launched from the Gaza Strip starting their time Saturday morning at around 6:30 a.m., according to the Israeli military. And this footage from last night, which I thought to be too fantastical to be true, has actually been confirmed by the Israeli Defense Forces that Hamas militants have infiltrated Israel using hang gliders. So this is now proven to be indeed legitimate. And again, they're coming in by sea, by air, through vehicle. There was a checkpoint that was taken yesterday, and I'm sure that there's been more activity since then that I haven't yet caught up with. So like I said, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has declared that Israel is now at war. The whole of the IDF has been mobilized. The reserve forces have been called back. Women and children are being taken captive. There are so many people who have lost their lives in this already, and clearly it took them by surprise. Now, Netanyahu has said the following. He says, quote, "This is not an operation, not a round, but a war. The enemy will pay an unprecedented price." And so they have called, like I said, on reserve forces and so forth. Numbers are now coming out. There's over 100 Israelis that have lost their lives. The latest official for numbered injured is 545, but another report has suggested there's as many as 740. I honestly think that this number is much more. And we also have been seeing video footage of women and children being taken captive by Hamas and routed back into the Gaza Strip. The footage is, I can't show it to you on here. I'm not even probably going to post it on Telegram because it's so distressing. There is graphic footage coming out of Sderot and a number of other places of people who have lost their lives in this. Women, children. I mean, Hamas they go after the people that you... I'm not even going to comment anymore on that. But anyhow, now there was a very rare statement made by the commander-in-chief, Mohammed al-Deif, of Hamas, and his statement is this, quote, "We had previously," and this is translated, guys, so he says, quote, "We had previously warned the enemy they attacked the station and desecrated Al-Aqsa," speaking of the mosque, "and we had previously warned them. The enemy desecrated Al-Aqsa Mosque and dared to visit the Prophet Joseph's grave with parties and drunkenness," unquote. So, but we know Hamas has been attacking Israel out of sheer hatred for the Israeli people. This is a war mindset mentality that goes back thousands of years. It's documented super well in the Israeli history. So it's not anything surprising. However, what I think is surprising is the fact that Hamas was able to get this far. And I would remind you guys, this is coming on the 50th anniversary of the Yom Kippur War, and it's also on the very last day, Shemini Atzeretz, of Sukkot. This is the last feast day that Israel will celebrate, biblical feast day, until next year. Of course, we have celebrations like Hanukkah in December, but it's not a Torah required feast day that is prescribed in scripture for the people. So this is supposed to be the week of most joy. Sukkot is a very joyful feast day, and almost every year Hamas does something to try and crush the spirit of the Israeli people. So we are watching history being made. So folks, please just keep Israel in prayer. We know that these things are talked about in biblical prophecy as we watch them unfold, as scripture literally is fulfilled before our eyes. I will keep you updated in more detail on Telegram. If you want to follow me there, shoot me a message.